Hello, my freaky darlings. Welcome back to run 3 of
You're on a path.
Slay the Princess. That's it. I
end
was
of
looking
that
at the
path
achievement I got,
is
which
a
is a
cabin.
fierce vessel.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Right, I need to turn auto back on.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Mm-hmm. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Yeah, we're just not going to ask any questions. I have a bit of a plan for this one.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I'm sure I will.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
That was a very loud car that just passed by.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed. We are proceeding. Heading to our fate. Like it's an execution, because it might be.
The cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Mm-hmm.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
She knows.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
We're just gonna continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason.
Just because I have a plan doesn't mean I'm listening.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Alright, step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Better do it in one shot.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed.
And yet,
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
this round is no hesitation.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like
For the
She's
purposes of what I'm
to
doing,
die.
I do.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Uh-huh.
But is it over? Really over?
She did.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Yeah.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Where did the
Why
trees
do I feel
go?
like we've done something terrible?
We have.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Prove it.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Will I, though? I'm gonna quick save. Quick save complete. Oh, okay.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
No, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
You're a filthy
Please,
liar.
Shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift. You simply
I really need a soundproof room.
happy. Forever.
Good ending. You did it. You saved everyone.
You cannot go further astray.
Oh. Hi. Past the point of no return. There's no going back now. Good to know. Good to know. I was just trying to get the achievement, but I got a different one. Oh, that's delightful. I love it. Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good. Because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
I'm not.
Blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Uh-huh.
He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
I'm gonna. anything to get us out of this hell.
Thank you.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Buddy, I have ADHD. This is literal hell.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Which makes me very suspicious about that knife. What the fuck is it made out of?
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Yeah.
The end. Nice knowing you.
The Spectre. I love that she just stomped on that achievement, though.
Woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Means
You're
we're gonna
here
have to start
slay
run
her.
4 with that one.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you're in for it now, you bastard.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Yeah, fair.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
So, we're just gonna proceed.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. She
Oh,
won't be a
really?
problem.
Alright.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
God damn, people need to
Feels
put
like no one's
mufflers on
been
their
here
fucking
for a
cars again.
long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
We did. And yet... we're just gonna ignore the mirror.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah. And yet... bye, mirror.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here.
Naturally.
Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
The one time the narrator
Guess
had
we'll
any
just have
sense.
to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears
Hi.
from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Hiya, killer.
Ghost!
Scooby-Doo.
Oh.
Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a
What's a
ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Uh-huh.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Are you sure? We're gonna quick save. And slay the
Without a moment's
princess.
hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
Uh-huh.
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, Killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
And yet, I died.
She lets go, pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
That's a good question.
I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you owe me.
I do owe you,
Absolutely not.
but I'm
She
gonna
asked
say no.
if she can possess us. She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
I do wonder.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
What if I say no?
Then I won't hitch a ride.
You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't.
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you. But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
You got that right.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body. That is a very dangerous train of thought.
The answer's no.
I see. So that's how it's going to be. That makes me sad. I guess we'll have to fight then.
The
princess passes through you, a chill rippling along your skin, a disappointed sigh echoing in your ears. You turn and face her as she hovers between you and the stairs. Spectral tears streak down her cheeks as she places a translucent hand on your chest. It feels cold, but otherwise like nothing at all. Are we doing the right thing? Why do I feel so sad?
She's giving us her sadness.
It doesn't matter. Somehow, soon, this too will be over, and we'll move on to something new. I feel like you all keep forgetting that. Her dark-rimmed eyes fall to the floor as she speaks.
I never wanted to have to hurt anybody. It's not who I wanted to be.
The tears on her cheeks vanish. She lifts her head, sorrow replaced with wrath, staring into you with fiery anger.
Do
I
it.
guess you've turned me into something worse.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Are you sure? Did you miss?
No.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
Do it.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
We're gonna try.
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little, too late. In her hand, you realize
Her worst face to suffer than a broken heart.
It thumps unsettlingly. Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
Aw, memento.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never know.
Ah.
As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.
Ooh, the Wraith. I haven't gotten this one before.
You're on a path in the wood, and here we go again.
Off to slay her again.
The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
I love the cheated.
Let's
He's
not
so
give in to
bitter.
that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of us. There's got to be a right answer.
There's several right answers.
And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start?
The one time
It's
you're right.
ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work. Right, that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them.
I love you.
Wouldn't that get, I don't know, boring? Not if they're creative with it.
And by God,
Okay,
we're
so
Black
you've
Tabby
won
Games creative with it.
twice even. Great.
Great.
Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess.
Here we are, though.
Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void.
And then you told us we were happy.
Well, were you happy?
No.
Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. It was boring.
Indeed it was.
Bullshit. So you killed yourself?
Yeah.
Yes. And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real.
As a...
Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish.
I have issues with this.
Why should we help you? So you can just lock us away forever again? No, I don't think so. Tell you what, I won't do that. I promise.
Your word means nothing to me.
Yeah, sure. That changes everything. I mean, he did promise.
You're too gullible.
And you believed him? All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't.
Maybe we'll even free her.
Now, wouldn't that be something? It would. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. Thankfully, you all aren't the ones actually making the decisions, are you? You know what you have to do. You have to slay her. You have to save the world. Nothing matters more than this. Don't play by his rules. Everything here is rigged. Everything is changing to whatever's convenient for him. Even the woods are changing.
Yeah, they sure are.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously.
I'm not
If the
gonna.
path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading. And the world has already started to end.
Has it now?
Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
I'm not gonna. You were quick to accept the fact that we've been here before.
If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. That's a hedge, not a wager. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate.
Cosmic horror.
So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves. But he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us.
Now isn't that a
They've
thought?
clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions.
I'm gonna.
You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
Uh-huh. What happens if we don't go to the cabin?
Then she finds a way out on her own.
Are you sure about that?
Ugh, of course she does. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out.
It absolutely is
Only
not.
we don't have to see her. That's got to be better, right?
Hmm.
No, it's strictly worse.
Is it?
But she can't kill us out here. Why would staying out of killing distance be worse if she's getting out regardless?
Hero is surprisingly cowardly.
Because it's cowardly, for starters. And because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong. More rules, more rhetoric. Since when is there a wrong way to slay her? I'm sick of it. Makes me want to end the world out of spite.
I'm with you. Right. We've killed her, we've been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're gonna fall through this loop forever, eventually we're gonna let her out. We might as well do it now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions.
And yet...
Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point.
I would have noticed that anyway.
Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating.
Yeah, no, that's less interesting.
How convenient. Everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite. On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
I like that plan.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
Yeah, I do.
The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free.
Oh, absolutely. We're gonna do our best.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
Yeah.
It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Good. Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just
There's
given up?
obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
Alright.
Would you look at that?
We won.
We won. Take it however you will. The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange.
She took my
What's
knife
strange?
away.
Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
No, not this round. Alright. Let's pretend there's a mirror at the end of the hallway, and right now we can't see what's behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement? Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. What are the odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you. And certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
I don't trust you.
He can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here? Nobody is calling the shots. That's how reality works.
And yet, you have fucked with reality many
Slowly
times.
make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
Oh, yes.
We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Touch.
Here we go. You reach your arm forward
Oh.
into the pitch black of the opening.
Hi.
Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
It might have.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Oh.
Shit. Where is she?
Right in front of
Feel
us.
something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones.
Ah.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse. And you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Hi.
Do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right.
You did.
I thought maybe you'd see what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me.
I like this.
A little better, a little worse. Well, maybe a lot worse.
Please don't bite me.
So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
You might have to.
And
Oh.
you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
And what is your vote? I'm gonna struggle.
You violently
Ugh.
struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make you squirm. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
Yeah, I thought you might end up having to crawl out of here, but
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
oh,
So
hi,
straight
that's
until her face
close.
is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists.
That's too close.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
Yeah, okay.
And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here?
It's hers.
Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up.
The subtle guilt.
Are you seriously trying to blame this on us?
Please move.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Ugh. I can't admit. Oh. I don't like that noise.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Yeah, we should listen to that. Ugh.
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. There's another option, you know. Don't help either of them. Flip the table. That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
I don't think I will.
Your body,
Oh.
still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
You are a sadomasochist. Alright. We're gonna do a quick save. Body into the abyss.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss. Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Throw everything you have against her and manage
The
for
Exorcist
one
3.
moment to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole. Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's ours.
Is it?
Frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Eh.
What happens now?
We die.
I want to know what he thinks happens now. Oh, and why is that? He's gone. But
Oh. Terminal velocity ceases and you feel something, a mass, a growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment. You don't answer her before she's gone, and you feel a resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory returns.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Absolutely not.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Alright, we're just gonna approach. You approach the mirror. Gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. Once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. My. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay, do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Okay. What do you feel about me? The vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They are feelings that inform my being. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Oh.
We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. So that was the Wraith. That one is a new one to me. That was fun. There's supposed to be a route to another one I haven't seen through the witch. And then there's another one I've heard of. And I don't know how to get that one. I'm going to do my best. I can promise nothing. Eventually, I'm going to have to figure out how to get the beast, but I don't know how to do that. We're just, like I said, we're just gonna go and see what's gonna go on. This one I'm gonna call 3.2.1 since there is a branching path, and we can basically just redo that. So that is going to be it for this video. I will be continuing again. And the next one, I am going to see what we get. I am going to try for the witch, so we might be able to get another path out of that. If we end up with something else, we end up with something else. It's all about the journey. All about the journey. So thank you very much for watching. If you have made it this far, please like, comment, subscribe, all those wonderful things that help YouTubers grow. So my channel is very small. If I get to, I think I'm gonna make it maybe 1,000, I'll start a Discord. That way we could just all have fun and hang out. I think that'd be fun. So for now, thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Bye!